Project Omega is being developed at this location.
We've been scanning for cosmic radiation ever since we returned from the future.
And you believe this is where Monica's working on her prototype?
Yes. The readings I've detected are a 99.8% match to the cosmic cube.
So the crazy mad scientist lady actually was trying to save the world with this super weapon.
Yeah, but she fails and wrecks Earth anyway.
And it's way too unstable and powerful to leave in Monica's hands.
So we get that weapon away from her in the present. She can't use it in the future. No more frozen time bubble. And we find another way to stop the crate.
And you have a plan to stop her.
You're damn right.
The Avengers!
Project Omega's getting
So it's finally here.
final blow for me.
The big event we've been waiting for a little bit anyway. The boss fight against Monica and the Cosmic Cube. And I gotta say, after finishing it last night, I love it. I think it was awesome. Was it flawless? Nah. But really, really fun. And I think this definitely made up for the Red Room, in my opinion. Although, that bug that happened, we're going to talk about that one. Hello everybody, this is Hawkwing048, and I felt like with this video, while there is gameplay in the background, I would talk about all the E3 information that dropped, as well as the new updated roadmap, and what I think is coming soon. Well, that and the Forbes article that dropped the other day. There's quite a bit of information to go on, so I figured, you know, with how long this boss fight, this level is, it'd be a good time to do it. So, getting started with this big update's critical bug that happened. Everyone knows it by now, but basically what happened was if you started up the game before the hotfix dropped on Wednesday of this week, your IP address was just being shown on screen. So you couldn't stream, you couldn't screen cap, you couldn't do anything. I decided to hold out until after that was gone before I touched the game event. Because I didn't want to see that floating around. And plus, I liked recording my gameplay. And I was damn sure going to record this. That being said, the event itself is pretty cool. We have a whole new mission type with cosmic energy going on. And this is not only a boss fight. This is actually a full-on raid. Which is, you know, long overdue. We've been needing a new raid. And it's really, really fun. The big ending battle is amazing. The build-up to it's really fun. There's just a lot of good to this. And it gives me a lot of hope for future raids. So, continuing on, this week we also got, as you can see on screen, I'm playing as the Captain America Avengers Endgame costume. It looks amazing. The shield is the way it should be. And I've always had an issue with the shield they gave us in-game. I don't like the fact that the white stripe is smaller than the red one. It symmetrically just does not look appealing to me. So seeing this where it's, you know, uniform makes me really happy. So this is pretty much all the Captain America costume I'm going to be using until they give us other good ones as well. I'm still hoping we get Original Sin. Or what was it? No, not Original Sin. Secret Empire Cap. The Hail Hydra one. Because that costume is really good. So, along with that, now that I've gotten a chance to talk about this. Where's my phone? There it is. We can talk about some of the stuff that happened at E3 and, you know, the recent live stream and the Forbes article. We'll start off with the E3. So, first off, we got to see gameplay for... We got to see the trailer, I should say, for Guardians of the Galaxy, which had gameplay. And I gotta say, I've seen a lot of people being negative towards it. I am excited as all hell about it. It looks fun. I don't need another goddamn multiplayer live service game. For God's sakes. The fact that this is a single player game, it looks like it's completely self-contained. I think they said they're not planning any DLC for it, all that good shit. Yeah, I'm happy. Did they drop the ball with only letting you play Star-Lord? Sure. But I said this before with some of my friends, but I'm convinced they're going to be doing some cross-promotion with Avengers with that. And this week also proved that, because there is a custom nameplate for Guardians of the Galaxy. And it's an animated nameplate showing all of the characters in the game costumes. So chances are we're just going to get the Guardians in this game at some point relatively soon. Maybe not on launch, but a little bit afterwards. And more on that later as to why I say that. But we're going to get the Guardians more than likely in this game. And I'm excited about that, because they can add some really cool stuff. And they can honestly just make their gameplay the same as it is in that game. All they have to do is port the models and the animations over and just graph them to the controller, and you're good to go. That's it. It's done. You've essentially added Guardians to the game. It's not that hard, but I'm kind of over-exaggerating how easy it would be, obviously, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it wouldn't be that difficult to pull off. So, Guardians of the Galaxy, there's that. And then what was the next one? Oh yeah! War for Wakanda trailer. Holy crap, was that amazing. I'm still, like, I keep thinking back on it, and it gives me so much hope. Like, I'm starting to think this may be the thing that brings a lot of people into the game. It looks amazing. There's so much content coming in with it. Like, it's nuts. And I don't know about you guys, but I want this game to succeed. So I do hope this does live up to the hype. I mean, Panther does look awesome. So, like, that Black Panther costume looks amazing. Claw looks interesting. So, I mean, it looks really, really cool. And we do have one more boss one more supervillain that's going to be in that storyline. And the leaker, I'm not going to say his name, has established it's Crossbones. For those of you who watched the Avengers movies and don't know the comics, Crossbones was that guy they were chasing down in Civil War at the beginning that blew himself up. That guy. He's going to be the villain. He's going to be the other supervillain in the game. So, there's so much going on with the War for Wakanda update that it's filling me with just a lot of excitement. I cannot wait to get my hands on Black Panther. I know I'm not the only one. But that was pretty much E3 for the most part. There wasn't... I was kind of surprised we didn't get more. You know? Like, it was... What we got was awesome. No doubt. But I was kind of hoping for, like, actual extended gameplay of Wakanda, or, you know, just some more stuff like that. But I'm overall happy with what we saw. As someone who, again, as I've said before, as someone who grew up in the era of, like, very sparse Marvel games that were good, seeing what we have now fills me with excitement and happiness. Like, I know people go, oh, this game's bad, oh, this game's dead. Motherfuckers, you didn't play, you weren't there to experience how bad things were in, like, the fucking 80s and the 90s, and you didn't see how bad Marvel games used to be. For every Hulk Ultimate Destruction, we had like 13 LJN quality fucking games. It was really bad. We didn't get, like, the only guy you were guaranteed to have at least one good game every now and then of was Spider-Man. And while I love Spider-Man, I wish we could have gotten more. So, where we're at now is a lot better than it was before. And so I guess that kind of, you know, alters my view of the game overall, or these games, because I'm just like, hey, it could be worse. It could be going back to the way it used to be, where I fucking was wanting more Marvel and, you know, games, but just never got any. So, I guess that's just me. So after that comes the what was it? Oh, the live stream where they talked more about what's coming out. So I'm about to put on screen for you guys. It's gonna be blurry, but I'm gonna go over it with you so you can see it. Pause if you need to read it. But basically, they updated the roadmap, and July used to be the Wasteland Patrol missions. Those have been pushed back, which I think is a good thing, honestly, because those kind of need to be perfect. They need to be crafted well. And so, instead of that, we are getting the Omega level threat Family Reunion, which, if you don't remember what that was, it was the Super Adaptoid boss fight from the Kate Bishop expansion. So, yay, finally. I love that boss fight. I love the Super Adaptoid fight, so I'm super happy it's coming in. And along with that, if you zoom in and look closely, on the Cosmic Cube block, it says outfits inspired by Marvel's Avengers Endgame, and then the next one over says inspired by Marvel's Cinematic Universe. We're getting more MCU costumes, guys. We're getting more. So anyone thinking that this is the only ones we're getting, no, we're gonna get quite a few, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what else they could really add for like Hulk, but like we can get more, you know, Iron Man costumes, more Hawkeye, more Cap. There's several ones that we can get, you know. They could, as much as I probably wouldn't want to see it, give us the Iron Man 2 Black Widow costume, which Ed wasn't a fan of. I wasn't a fan of Black Widow in that movie. And Scarlett Johansson kind of pointed out why in a recent article, and I'm not going to go into it here, but So that's pretty much the only real big changes that I can think that I remember. Patrol mode is coming out after War for Wakanda, so that's happening. I believe that the power level cap increase is dropping before War for Wakanda. There's a couple of other things like that. I can't remember all of it, but yeah. So that's pretty much the main thing that was put into that live stream. It was just mainly talking about that change. So overall, not a crazy one, but at the same time, hey, we're getting the Adaptoid boss fight sooner rather than later. That makes me happy. Just chances are it's going to be another raid like this one, and I'm honestly kind of good with that. We don't need... It doesn't have to be a constant recurring boss fight. Although I would prefer that, I think it's going to be a raid. With how long that mission is, it makes sense, you know? And then... what was the next thing? Oh! Yeah, the Forbes article. So, I read it. There's not too much different, or, you know, like, that's stuff that hasn't been talked about already. But the main thing that I got from it that makes me excited is that basically it seems like, from the way the devs were talking to the interviewer, that they are fighting tooth and nail to get Spider-Man in here. Like, they seem dead set on getting him in come hell or high water. And that gives me a lot of hope, because once Spider-Man gets in this game, that opens up all the Spider-Man IP. Like, we can get Venom as a villain, or as a playable character. Like, there's so much when Spider-Man gets put in here that we get with that. So, you know, there's kind of a big thing with that. If they add Spider-Man. Whether the Fox deal would allow us getting guys like Venom and Carnage in there, which, I mean, they should with the movie coming out soon, but that's up to them. But honestly, we can get more Spider-Man characters in here. We can get Miles eventually. Just there's a lot that opens up when you do that. Now, what else? I think that was pretty much it for all the big news. I can't remember anything else. God. Yeah, this level is amazing. I love it. There's a lot going on. God. What else can I talk about here? I'm trying to talk throughout the whole video, and I don't have a script. And that kind of makes it a little bit difficult, because, you know, I'm freeballing, and I don't really like scripts, so I kind of talk off the cuff. And it kind of causes these issues where I'm just like, what do I talk about now? I don't know. Oh well. No, I mean, I could just give channel updates. So, basically, I'm having harder and harder time getting some time where I can record without having to be really, really quiet, because I usually have to record at night, and I don't live in a large, like, I essentially live in a one-bedroom, and my voice carries, so I end up waking up my daughter if I talk at normal room, like normal volume. So I kind of have to be a little quieter. And that's why whenever you hear me talking quietly, like, that's why. It's because I'm trying to be quiet for her. Because having to put her back to sleep is like pulling teeth. Ugh. So, yeah. But I do have several K-Sub videos not done, but I have the characters figured out. I just need a good time to record them. And it's kind of hard to, you know, get time around on that. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of. I do have one question I'd like to ask people. What would you like when the Guardians game drops, would you guys want to see me play that? Because, I mean, I'm going to play it anyway, but I'm curious on who's going to, because I'm going to probably upload it anyway, because, I mean, I want to upload me playing Marvel games, because, you know, Marvel's awesome. So, but yeah, I'm curious on who all would be watching that, because it's, you know, pretty crazy, honestly. It does look super fun and really hectic, which I'm really happy about that. But yeah, let me know in the comments. And as I always want to say, like, if you have ideas for who you'd like to see in the Avengers game, put them down, because I love talking about possible characters that could be added. It's always fun for me. Yeah, and as you'll see on screen, picking Cap was not the easiest choice because of moments like this. But, oh well, you know. Also, I will point out, this game, I don't know if I kind of fucked up when choosing my AI bots, AI companions, but I thought I had picked Hulk, Thor, and Tony as my teammates, but obviously that's not what I got. So, like, it doesn't really matter. I still was able to do it, but it was just kind of weird. I don't know if, like, the first time you run through it, if you're with AI, it auto forces you to play it, or to use these AI, but who knows. I think what I'll do is I will end it here, and then I will record another video using the rest of the footage, because I'm still like I still got like half of the fucking boss fight to go through and shit. So yeah, this is a pretty long level, which I was super dope and happy about, but it's not great when you're trying to, you know, come up with stuff on the fly. So I think I'll end it there, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And tell me what you're excited about with Avengers and the Marvel games that are dropping. Because Guardians of the Galaxy was fucking awesome, doesn't it? So, this was end is Hawkwing048, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.
The Avengers!